Welcome back to Pups and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Saxony. We're of course still going for a custom achievement. We called it the Saxon Federation. We have to have at least Voltaire's nightmare happen while following a whole bunch of rules regarding expansion. And you know, we might just go for more. You can probably hear I'm still pretty sick. So excuse my low enthusiasm here. It's gonna maybe it'll get better over the next days. I do hope so. Now, we're in a war, of course. Not really one we declared. Definitely not one we declared. No, we didn't. We supported the Swedes in their independence, and they declared war on their overlord Denmark, which is cool. I do like that. The Muscovites joined, doing a lot of the hard lifting, sort of generating hammer anvil sort of situation, with the exception that we can't get to Shelland here because boats are a thing, and we don't have a navy that can do anything against these people. And Nassau, meanwhile, is on a conquering spree here. They didn't return any land, neither Bamberg nor Würzburg. One of these should have generated unlawful, right? Oh, are you allied to the Emperor? No. I don't know why they weren't asked for the land back, but they weren't. And now they're attacking Hessen. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that eventually. We do have a claim on Bamberg and on Kassel if they do take that. Might as well fabricate a little more. Make sure that we can teach them a lesson. We're trying to have a nice little federation here, and they're just egoistic as fudge. Ooh. Don't love this. More expensive to fabricate claims. It's not the worst in the world, but it's annoying. 5 AE impact is also annoying, but I'm not going to spend 50 dib. So I guess this is what's happening. But it's not great. It's not great. Also, we just dropped below power production. I think we insulted the Venetians, so it's time to talk to the Hungarians. If only we had a guy. I think 95 spine rock with the dates is going to be fine for now. Let's go to you, send you an insult. Can't make it scornful, right? I mean, I can, but it won't do anything. So yeah, we just do a normal insult to give us some more power projection. We need to do something about this power projection issue. How far are we away from being a... Oh, pretty far. Pretty far away from being a... we call it a great nation? No. Great power. Yes. We're already a great nation. We're just not considered a great power just yet. Make the burghers unhappy again. Lose autonomy in Stettin, which seems cool. It's pretty good, actually. And we get some money and some loyalty in the clergy. It's just that we also gain influence on the clergy, which is getting to be a bit high. At least they have no negative modifiers dropping off, and we can always take away land if we must. So I guess this is okay. The burger thing is annoying, but hey. If you're wondering why I just moved my head around wildly, it's because I was considering just a big sneeze, and I was looking for my mute button. Didn't sneeze, didn't mute, but it's a thing that could happen here, unfortunately. Colonial Caribbean, whatever. Denmark spying on me. What? Denmark. So this looks like they should be close to grabbing that independence. I don't know what else they're waiting for. And I guess taking this land, but you know, Norway is fully occupied. Not much else to do, but maybe take the southern part here. Skåneland. think that's roughly how you pronounce it. Maybe it's Skåne. Oh, I missed these guys crossing. Fudge. Let's send support. Because I really don't wanna, you know, fight this alone. Luckily we have that fort there. Yeah, they're running. Cool. Fortunately we can't follow. They're going somewhere we just can't follow. But we can do a suppress unrest again. And maybe keep more of an eye on the crossing here. It's an easy battle for us if we see it. It's just that if we don't see it, it's kind of bad. I'm gonna send 2 more infantry to join here. No, I'm not. Apparently the military access was rescinded once again. It's fine. We don't need more troops up there. Would have just been nice. Improving, improving, improving. Why did I want a guy? Did I want a guy? I don't remember. Oh, hello, Danes. I mean, they're gonna run as soon as they see me. Can I make them not see me, maybe? If I had military access through Bohemia, I could, maybe. I'm gonna try that. I think we do have the Diplo relation slots. And, they're running already. How did you see me? Or did they just get access and he decided to use that for a march in Berlin instead of going for Kolberg? That might be the case. There's the end of the war anyway. The other shore, there's the end of the war. Pretty fair on the casualty side. Not a lot on our side, really. 6,000 guys. That's fine. Independence to Sweden, cede stuff to Sweden. Norway will cede more stuff to Sweden. Okay, they didn't give us anything. But they owe us favors now. We lost military rival against the Danes. Did we get some pop protection for it? Yeah, not a lot. 6. 6 really is not a lot. But the Danes got counted down to size. Very much so. And the Swedes should now be our allies too. Let's cancel the military access. We don't need it. National unrest again. Attempt to divorce the elector royal family. What happened here? People were pleased when we married France. Okay, so yeah, it's some sort of... oh, he's still a Catholic. Under the hood. So we could take 2 national unrest, which is probably something we can work with. Although it's not great. We actually still have some unrest running around. Well, not if we have the troops actually doing work here, but pretty close in Mecklenburg. So if we added more there, then not great. Or we divorce Austria. Nah, I don't want to do that. Let's grab the unrest for 10 years. We'll manage. We have some more troops that help suppress here. It's not like we have big unrest issues in general. Turn off the forts. And how is our aggressive expansion? When can I go and beat up these disgusting Nassauians? Who have friends, but not very powerful friends, so that's fine. Give me AE mode. 24, 38. So we can take maybe a province without annoying people. Maybe 2 while not annoying 1,000,000 people. That's not the worst. And then maybe spend some dip to release somebody here. Like Hessen. Who the Emperor should really ask the release of. There's no refuse the thing here. Lüneburg, I assume, is still the Emperor. Yes. They are not allied to these people. They are not at war. Oh, but earlier they were in the war with Denmark. They were in our war, actually. So that probably explains why they didn't ask for anything else back down here. But they should have asked for Kassel back. Don't know why that's not happening. I don't want to marry the Swedes. Sure, we're allied. It cost me some legitimacy, but we're dead soon anyway. I know I keep saying that and then we're not dying, but sometime it has to be true. How old are you? 22, yeah. I'll marry King Karl. Very powerful sort of Hackbox up there now. With the Swedes and the Muscovites. That should be strong, as long as they stay friends. Oh, they didn't end up being allied. Interesting. So they must have immediately broken the alliance they got from the war and done a guaranteed independence instead. Huh. Do you hate the Swedes? Oh, the Swedes rivaled you. Well, that doesn't seem smart, Sweden. Wait, no. No, they didn't. Enemies? Sweden, right? Rivals? Not Sweden. Sweden? Rivals? Oh, there's Muscovy. Never mind. I was looking for Sweden in the Swedish rivals. That's obviously not something that's gonna happen. Cleves wants an alliance. No Cleves. What's with this? I'm gonna punch you either way. And soon. I'm also gonna take attrition apparently. Because we can't stay in Wittenberg. Go to Rupin for now, but then we're probably going to go south for war very soon. I want to give my diplomats a bit more time to make sure that our enemies understand that we're not enemies. If that makes sense. And I also wouldn't mind the aggressive expansion dropping down a bit more. Let's use another guy here to talk to outraged people. Just make sure everybody knows we're nice people. Muscovy attacking Kazan. Inquisitor has died. Pretty high on admin. Probably very far away from tech, right? I am unsure. And we are very far away from tech, so what am I going to do with all that admin? I am not going to bite on inflation, so it's just development, so I'm probably not hiring another guy now. I mean, this one would probably almost be free. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Productive efficiency is not going to get us that much. Let's save up the money. It's not like we're super rich. Speaking of money, two things need to happen here. We need to raise our fleet maintenance. And our fleets needs more boats. Our fleets? Yes. Our fleet needs more boats. I sincerely hope you just saw a cut in this video. If not, you saw me blow my nose, which is really not what I would want to put you guys through. And I'm very sorry if that's what happened. I assume I'll remember, but I might not. None of these are cheap. This guy might be a bit cheap. I think he's 25% off, but that's still way more money than I have. Well, actually, that's a lot of money. I think I'll run Magnus here. We won't dip anyway because we're doing a dip idea group. More improved relation is just sweet. We're stacking so much improved relation that it's going to be very hard for the enemy to be mad at us after we take land, which is cool. Also, you guys should be making me money, right? Did you regain all your sailors? You did. You just have no morale. Protect trade. Here. So there's a difference. What does that do to trade? Let's see. 4.96 and monthly tick, 5.3. So we got 0.3, maybe 0.34 for this, and we're paying how much in upkeep? Yeah, it's income. It's not a lot of income right now, but it is income. It's gonna grow over time. And one of the reasons it's not very good is, we discussed this last episode, the big malus we have here on trade power, because we're collecting here instead of steering. If we had more trade power here, we could consider, I want the dip. We could consider moving our trade capital over to the Lübeck trade node, and then we could use steering, and that would be sweet. But as it stands, I don't think that's a great solution. We have 52 from provinces, another 13 from ships, and we have actually only 60 from provinces in Saxony. And then, oh, the caravan power. Yeah, that helps a lot. Interesting. I want to move there, but losing the 50 caravan power, that's just so much right now. Yes, we would still have it to steer. Ooh, more improve relations. Nice. So we would be steering better, but we wouldn't be collecting much better. So we'd probably not be collecting 30% in Lübeck. Then again, Lübeck is so much better, it might be worth it. But I just bought him. I should have checked the age. That was a waste of money. What a shame. And maybe I just got unlucky, but it's probably that I just didn't check the age and he was really very old already. Yeah, I'm not gonna hire Susanna here. We're just gonna go with, I guess, Christian Schmidt. Again, didn't check the age. Why would I, right? Whatever could go wrong. We soon have, wow, you guys are going ham here. So what are we gonna do? Kind of want to release Würzburg. We could release somebody as a vassal. So take the land for ourselves and then release a vassal. Alternatively, we just release somebody in the war. But releasing Würzburg in the war would mean releasing both of these provinces. What's your culture again? Oh, this is different. So we could take one of these provinces, even both if we wanted to, and culture convert them, because we're not going to take more Franconian land. So that makes a lot of sense to me. They're not nuts or anything, but they're okay. They are in the wrong trade node, so we don't care very much about this trade node. Once we have our trade in Lübeck, then this is fine to steer from. But otherwise, meh. But still, I think taking Würzburg and Bamberg is good. And then we could either take Kassel or release Hesse. Release Hesse, these two provinces get taken, and then Nassau gets stuck with just this. Yeah, we'll have to see how much dip that's gonna cost, but I think we're gonna go and make this claim on here. But I can't. 35. Do I have 3 claims in here already? Where's number 3? Oh, we have increased claim making costs. I forgot. Fine. So let's wait till 35. And then go. Could take tech way ahead of time, but that seems foolish. I'm gonna cap soon. So let's drop some admin. Do some nice and cheap plays like Hanover, where I might even still have the edict on. Of course I do. Of course I do. It's gonna give the clergy some influence again. Maybe we could take like Uckermark instead. Oh no, it's way more expensive. What? I didn't sort by price apparently. That's better. So Hanover is good. Braunschweig is good. And Braunschweig is not owned by the clergy? Apparently not. Slightly more expensive, but yeah. Put a few clicks in there. We're gonna have to spend more clicks in the future, and I know I said earlier that it's probably right to do it immediately then. I'm just so hesitant to spend all the admin on development. I really should have taken religious ideas, even though they wouldn't be doing anything for us at the moment. And straight back to being able to take the tech, of course. Why are you still here? Thought I built these to the fleet. I did. The other ones worked fine. Just the one boat was just like, ah, we got caught. Fudge. No claim on Würzburg then, I guess. Extra dip cost. Don't remember if it has an influence on aggressive expansion. But waiting doesn't seem right. So, yeah, I guess we go and beat up you. If I were to... I want to move my arm before I actually declare war, but I want to see what's going on. Break with a truce. That explains a lot. 3 more years. Okay, we can go rebuild that spy network after all, I guess. What are these wars? It's not the French this time. I'm sure there was even a pop-up about it and I just ignored it as I do. Yeah, that's a good peacetime military commander. Reducing cost. Could you stop creating? I mean, I know I'm in a bit of a strategic position here, but what is this war? Oh, it's a war. It is the Utrechtian conquest of Limburg. Oh, right, we wanted to attack Utrecht as well. With the issue, one of the issues being the Castilians. Who actually have occupied and besieged provinces. This might be a shot. Let me move my army somewhere more useful. Also get out of the spot where the people are causing me attrition all the time. And my hope here is for Castilian war exhaustion to increase, or to exist, so that I can then attack. They have rebels at home. It's only rebels, which is a bit unfortunate. It would be nicer if there was actual enemies in there. But maybe the rebels can do enough shenanigans to make the Castilians unwilling to defend Utrecht. Because that's a... Oh, Mecklenburg is now coming back in. It's not going to be a trivial war anyway. Brittany actually has some troops. Mecklenburg is a bit annoying because of the positioning. That's all. But that part is a bit annoying. And East Frisia, same difference. They're not as backstabby as Mecklenburg. Yeah, take that attrition, sieging down Anhalt, do it. Disease outbreak, yes. Every dead soldier is a bit of war exhaustion. And meanwhile they have rebels at home. I think this might be our chance. Now, war exhaustion -2 is not insane. Let's make them like me even more. I mean, we would need to flip them to actually liking me, which might not happen, but it could also happen. So, give it a shot. Give it a shot. What just happened here? Trier just ate Köln, I think. Can't you just stay small city-states? What's with all these expansions? No East Frisia, we're gonna be in war, or at war in a minute. Oh, that, you already pieced out, that's... Or did you just... You probably just pieced out Anhalt, at least I hope so. Yeah, it's only Liège and Cleves in the war still, that... Yeah, it might mean that this war is not gonna go the way I want it to. And we died! Which has its advantages. As weird as that is. Friedrich now rules, who is male, which in this day and age is a good thing. Not the greatest heir here, Christian. But not a horrible heir. Oh, but I believe he also had negative traits, didn't he? Oh no, yeah, he's a minus improved relations person. Oh, that's me, that's not my heir. We could get rid of that kid immediately. Yeah, let's marry people first, I guess. Very close to overcapping another admin again, so let's dump some. How influential are the clergy? I mean, I guess I can put a click or two into Hanover. But it's scary. Scary. Let's come home from Castile, because it's a long way home. And I want to check on that war declaration again. It seems unlikely that it would work right now. That peace deal makes things not good. Yeah, apparently they handled their rebels. They didn't. Some of the rebels. I'm not saying they have occupied and besieged provinces anymore, and they got rid of some war exhaustion. I could call in the Swedes and Austria. Now we know that Austria is an absolutely cruddy ally, always has been, always will be. And they don't seem to be in the best of situations anyway. Austria. No, they have some manpower left. I saw these herd troops and it looked like they didn't have manpower, but maybe that's just misinterpretation here. It's just so many enemies. How would we be doing this? Everybody's black flagged on their side right now. The Mecklenburgians are black flagged over here. The Brittany's are black flagged over in Meppen. The Castilians are on the way home with their black flags. So we would get some time to do stuff. Is that good enough though? I'd also give my allies time to get here, which would be 14,000 Swedes or something, and then 20,000 Austrians. It's not bad. How insane is Castile? Castile. Not bad. And militech wise, probably at least on our level. 11 and 11, yeah. But it's either that or going for Nassau once we are allowed to in 2 years. I really would like to beat up on Utrecht. We could also go for East Frisia. Oh, interesting. We could use an attack on East Frisia to get on to Utrecht, to beat up on Utrecht without calling in the Castilians. And since we're not taking a ton of land, having to pay double war score is probably fine, actually. I think that's okay. Raise all forts. Are we gonna fight anybody that has an actual navy? Probably, right. So let's put these guys home at war. If they were only patrolling in the Baltic, then it would be fine, but since they're going over here, we would probably get beaten up by these Hanseatic fleets, so that seems bad. I don't have a guy. I need a guy. Come home from Frankfurt. Clear one, East Frisia. Now we could call in the Swedes or the Austrians. Feels like calling on the Austrians is fine. We have... That's Venice. 43 favors, yeah. And weakening the Austrian is not bad. So it's gonna be these guys, it's gonna be East Frisia, and it's gonna be... who again? So who again? Verden. Okay. Now Verden we can just convert. Assuming that they're not already converted, no. So that's the plan for Verden. And then these guys we're gonna beat up and maybe also convert. We'll see if war score allows. Yeah, let's go for it. Declare war, take Osnabrück, call Austrian, because I can. And I don't think I make Verden co-belligerent. No. Oh, but honestly, that was an honest sneeze. It was not me putting a cut in here to hide my safe scuffing or whatever of my war declaration. Let's go. Whoa. Then Austria, come in, declare war, take Osnabrück. Go. And get in there. And then put a cut in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button, subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, comment section is always there for you. As am I, technically. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.